Welcome one and all, Nyanko here, and today I am going to be talking about a new anime that's only just started airing this season on Crunchyroll called Koukyuu no Karasu or Raven of the Inner Palace, depending on which you prefer. So it's set in a ancient kind of mythical China, and it's based around, obviously as it's in the name, the Raven Consort, who actually doesn't have to perform any kind of nighttime duties with the Emperor. She's just kind of left to her own devices in her own little palace way out in the woods. And she does possess very powerful, quite strong magic. Now, the current Raven Consort is called Shoshu. I can't actually pronounce the Chinese very well. Now, in the Japanese, it's pronounced as Ryu Jusetsu. And now she's the current Raven Consort. And the anime basically starts with the current Emperor coming into power and deposing the Empress Dowager. So either his father's Empress or his grandfather's Empress. I'm not fully sure the relation there. All I know is that it could be his father's Empress because she bullied the crud out of the prince's mother, and she also was quite nasty to some of the other consorts who got pregnant. So the story starts with him deposing her but not killing her. He kind of puts her in prison because he wants to legitimately get rid of her, so have evidence, build a case, get true justice for his parents, or not his parents really, his mother and his friend / tutor who was killed because of this woman having a vendetta. She also has a hand in killing one of the consorts who was pregnant at the time but wasn't under her power, and there's another princess in it that comes in, but we never meet her because she dies prior to the story, who is the Emperor's half-sister, but again was treated very, very poorly by the Empress Dowager because they weren't her children with the Emperor, they were consort children with the Emperor. So yeah, that's how it starts, and then the Emperor, Zhao Gaojun, or Koushun, if you're watching it in Japanese, comes to the Raven Consort with this jade earring and is like, I need you to find out who is haunting this earring, kind of thing. And this is how their story begins. And it's actually really interesting because I love ancient mythology and I love ancient dynasties, and it's really interesting to see the magical twist on history and stuff. So yeah, you've got, I'm just going to call her Jusetsu because I can't pronounce the Chinese, I'm so sorry. And she's very reclusive, she speaks very old-fashioned, and it comes across as quite curt and a bit rude really, but that's how she was taught by the previous consort to speak. But she's got a very kind heart, and she will help anybody really. So she takes the job to find the ghost in the earring, and through that actually helps the Emperor find a plot against him that helps him fully incriminate the Empress Dowager. And then another time she helps it's really hard to describe. So basically she just helps people. That's it. But there's a price for it. So if you want to kill somebody, then you have to dig 2 graves. So basically you'll die along with somebody else if you curse someone to death. And to find things. So it's basically a bit like Full Metal Alchemist. There's an equivalent price for services rendered. You can't, use this particular type of magic apparently without paying a price, which is interesting. And I mean, so far there's only 6 episodes out. Actually no, there's 5 episodes out as of recording this. There'll probably be 6 episodes out, or maybe even 7 episodes out by the time that I actually publish this. I haven't decided when this is going up yet. But yeah, it's really intriguing. You learn more about the Emperor and you learn a little bit about Jusetsu as you go along. You find out about her ancestry and how actually she's like the sole surviving member of the previous dynasty who was completely wiped out by the emperor's grandfather, and she's been living in hiding ever since, mainly because she wasn't listed on the register, because she was born, her mother worked in like the red light district, and she was born to one of her customers and her mother, so was never actually listed on the Luan dynasty like register, so that's how she got away. Also, her mother like sacrificed herself to save her when she was like 4, when they did the purge, and then she got sold into slavery, because you can see like a branding on her arm, and you learn that the previous Raven Consort like took her in because we don't know how the Raven Consort is picked or what happens. All we know is that the previous one shot an arrow that picked Jusetsu, took her in, raised her, and kept her identity secret. So I'm sure more about that's going to come up in the future. Now, as I said, it is based off of a light novel series, and the light novel series is completely finished, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that the anime will cover all of the content from the light novels and we'll get a full adaptation, because it's really good. It ticks all of my boxes. I love intrigue, I love mystery, I love drama, I love magic, I love like I said, historical stuff is like my jam. So far, like, waiting for each episode each week is torturous, and then when I get the episode, it feels like it's gone like that so quick. I mean, the animation is beautiful, the music is gorgeous. Personally, I find the ending way better than the opening, but I like both songs. It's just personally, I like the ending song that little bit more. I'll put the title of the ending song and the opening song here so that you can go and find them on YouTube and have a listen yourself and see if it gets you interested. What else really? There's so much I could say about it. Oh, this is when writing a script would probably come in handy. I have a tendency to just babble, because even when I have scripts written, I just go off script so easily, so I tend not to write them anymore. But no, yeah. There's serious hinting at Jusetsu that she's very powerful, and several characters do say the Raven Consort could have everything she wanted if she so wished, which seems to be hinting that she's more powerful than she's letting on, or that she knows, and maybe that there's more of a link with like the Raven Consort and the old gods, or the gods that are worshipped in this world. And it does seem to suggest as well that the previous consort told Jusetsu that she should keep herself detached, not form attachments, not make friends, not have ladies in waiting. Because that's one of the things that happens, is she slowly makes friends. So she ends up getting a lady in waiting, originally only so that she could look at a list of names so that she could help the emperor find whoever was attached to the earring in the jade earring, but then she ends up keeping her on staff, and they actually do start to become good friends. Now, she chooses Juju originally because she didn't know her last name, so it was easy enough to look her up in the book of like people within the castle walls that she could take on as a lady in waiting, but also because she doesn't like how poor Juju is getting bullied when she first meets her, and she like takes pity on her. And then she does get another lady in waiting who is another victim of the Empress Dowager, who had her tongue cut out because she knew what had happened to the third consort, that again leads to the earring being haunted. I'm not going to go into like full detail, because like if you haven't watched it, you should go and watch it like right now, because you'll really enjoy it. So yeah, she ends up getting ladies in waiting, she gets friends, she's getting attached to the emperor. But then each episode does seem to be dropping the hint that something is coming that she shouldn't, or like there's a reason why she can't get attached to people. So maybe she's a sacrifice for something, or that like not much is known about the Raven Consort even within like the castle walls, within the main palace, within the library and stuff. So it's going to be interesting the more they learn about that, and just seeing where it goes from here, to be honest, because I'm really shipping the Emperor and Jusetsu. Like, they're so cute together, even though she's like we're for oil and water, we can't be together kind of thing. But I'm really shipping them together. I kind of think that the Emperor's age is also really cute. I mean, yeah, he's called Ese. I'm literally just going to use the Japanese pronunciations of these because I don't want to butcher the Chinese, and I haven't learned Chinese yet. There's other characters like that are coming into play every episode, so it's going to be interesting to see where we go from that. I'm hoping we actually get to see more of the previous Emperor, and that more questions get answered about everything that happened, you know, why the previous dynasty had to be killed off, you know, why the Raven Consort is kept as an empress in, like, basically it's almost like she's imprisoned. She's given the title of empress to a degree so that she doesn't have to perform like the consort duties, but then she's just left to her own devices. So it, again, there's a load of things that still haven't been answered yet that we will hopefully find out in the coming weeks. It's one of those shows, a bit like Chainsaw Man really for me, where I've watched it recently and I was like, oh my god, this is so good. I just have to talk about this. Because normally I would wait until everything is finished and then talk about it. But I'm guessing that's becoming less and less of a thing now because I just watch it, I'm like, ee! And then I'm like, jump onto recording. I'd apologise if you prefer it when I do reviews of like full series, but I mean, I can't help what I like. And I can't help being so excited that I'm like, I have to talk about this. I do apologise, but I don't apologise at the same time. I'm sorry, I'm a mess of a cat. But yeah, definitely go give it a go. The costumes and like the attention to detail in the characters is beautiful. I want to cosplay as Jisetsu in her like consort form because look at it, it's gorgeous. Although how would I get the wig to do that? That's gonna be a thing. The other characters are really well rounded out. There's intrigue. Each week leaves you wanting more. I'm really loving it so far. Like I said, I said that so many times this video. I'm so sorry. I'm babbling. But no, definitely give it a go if you like magic and you like intrigue and you like drama and you like historical stuff. If you don't like any of that, then maybe it's not for you. So maybe give it a pass. Like, again, personal preference. It's up to each individual to decide if they like something. All I can do is give my own personal reference and be like, this is something I liked. You know, it might not be what you like. You know, again, tell me if you do. Tell me if you don't. Comment down in the comment down below in the section made for comments. And we will go there and we will chat and I will be like, this is my favourite character, and you can be like, oh, I love this, or oh, I didn't like that, and I can be like, I can see what you mean there, kind of thing. Again, I'm babbling. I babble so bad. But no, other than that, it seems really promising. I think it's going to be 12 episodes. I'm hoping that it might be more, but it depends if they adapt it all in the 12 episodes or if it needs more than that. So far, they've only confirmed the first season. We don't know if season 2 will happen or not yet, so we'll see where it goes. But yeah, other than that, kittens, I don't think there's much more I can say. Yeah, just a short one this week. I am probably, actually this might be coming out closer to when my test is due, so more on that in a future video. But yeah, definitely give Raven of the Inner Palace a go, and I will talk to you in the next one, kittens. Much love, take care of yourselves, see you next time. Das Vidania!